Here's word magic by Hex. 10 answers undergo a transformation when they enter the diagram. The process is magical and is abetted reputedly by 39 across. Clear answers include 8 capitalised words. I mean, if it is the word probably, that is insane. That is an insane get. But I don't think it will be. Good. It's on my list of things to do, Diddy. Is it a very me game? Because I've heard some people say it is, and I've heard some people say it isn't. But I think it would be. So, advice, please. I'm waiting for Matt Clemson to play it, basically, because he'll tell me a lot more. Or at least he'll be able to pin it down for me quite hard. Right, let's have a look at the clues. 39 down is just C instructions, so we don't get that. We have to work out what that is. Allow me first go with all the clues. When I get stuck, over to you. Mrs. Trollope discards English money that's out of use. Mrs. Trollope discards English money that's out of use. That's fair, Catus. That is fair. Now, is there a famous Trollope? I don't know any Trollops. One clue in, there's a raid phrase. Is there a famous first name of a Trollope? And then take the E out of it, and we get money that's out of use, such as like peseta for the former Portuguese or Spanish currency. Spanish, I think. One was the escudo. I forget exactly where. Mrs. Trollope feels like I need a first name there. Discards English. Take the E out. We could take the E out of Trollope. We do know that some answers are undergoing a transformation, so we don't know that the answer to this is 6 letters yet, technically. I am stuck on one across. Stephen's got it, so Stephen knows the answer to what is one across. But I don't know it, so I'm going to move on. Reportedly sacked spot in capital city. Reportedly sacked spot in capital city. Okay, there's a couple of ways this could be parsed. Reportedly means say it out loud. And so sacked could be axed or fired or something like that. And a spot could be see, sight, that sort of thing. So sacked, fired, see, fired, fired, sight. Because it could be a place, fired place. Capital city, so I'm after a capital city of 7 letters. Tallinn, London's... no, it is not, Catus. That's irritating. That's annoying. Let's... I could have a look at that. No, let me... No, that's not worked. So, no chat on screen today. Oh, future Dan will have no idea what current Dan is talking about. Shutdown source when not visible? No. Don't know why that's not. Wait, refresh cache or current page. It might work now. Paris with many S's. Yes, I've refreshed the cache, so it might work if you start chatting now. Find out when someone... No, didn't work. Oh, well. Amsterdam, it's like missing vowels. No idea on that one. I'm going to move on to 11 across. Each supporter I would censure. Each supporter I would censure. Each is probably per. Supporter might be a T or a bra. I would censure. So am I putting I would? So I'd, I would, ID. Am I putting that in a supporter? So a 5-letter supporter. Or less for each. No, censure is the word meaning going around here. So... First letter, please, for 11. Each a piece. 7 letters. Oh no, awesome. Get well soon. A. Each could be a pop. Supporter. A. Supporter could be an arm. Next letter, please. Oh, Stephen had you, though. And so does Catus. So that's interesting. So a supporter, a fan, ID needs to go in here somewhere. Next. Is it a hidden? Let's see. Is it a hidden? I don't think it's a hidden. To censure is to sort of to ban, isn't it? Not censor, S-O-R at the end, but censure means to, yeah, condemn. So upbraid. Oh, there you go. Upbraid feels like it could be because that ends in ID, and then it's got a bra in there. So why is each up? Upbraid feels like the definition. Is that... that's annoying. The number of times I've hit my kneecap when trying to get swinging out of a desk is very annoying. Upbraid, I think that's a word. To reprimand, admonish, to upbraid. So why is each up? Supporter is bra, and I would is I'd. And then to censure is to upbraid. And you were thinking upbraid. Yeah, sort of works, but I don't like up or A for each either. The score is 15 up. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway, I'm going to put it in. If it's one of the magically transforming answers, we'll find clashes and all that sort of thing later. But hi, Catnip. Enjoy your jigsaws. Well, this is true, Roffle. You will overtake me because you're getting through them. How many are you doing a week? So if you are interested in very, very early hexes, you can follow Ruffles, who's currently doing sort of one a day. Yeah, you are going to massively... I'm getting through 25 a year-ish. About 20 a year. So you're going to be... This is number 70 or so. So you'll actually be here in... No, probably only about 5-6 months at the current rate. Anyway, enjoy the chicken soup Ruffles. Because sort of 3 a week. Or something like that. Harmony in E in tempo. Harmony in E in tempo. I know he's currently in the 70s, which we always knew about Ruffles. Harmony in E in tempo. Feels like it's got to be unite or something like that. Harmony in E in tempo. Tempo is a rate. First letter, please. So there's going to be this really awkward period where we're about at the same point. Tempo. Pace. Peace. There you go. I just need a different word for tempo. So your tempo is your pace. Put the A there, and then put the E in it. Put the E in tempo for peace. There we go. Puts up with secret manoeuvring. Puts up with secret manoeuvring. Feels like an anagram of secret. I have some paper somewhere. There we go. That page is already full of scribbles. Anagram of secret and puts up with. Okay. I thought it was puts up with, definition, secret manoeuvring, wordplay. Not quite. Puts up, definition, with cryptic, bit of cryptic glue just to get from the cryptic definition to the definition, cryptic wordplay to definition. Secret manoeuvring is the wordplay. Go for 14. Stephen's still on fire. Someone put him out with a fire extinguisher. Anagram of secret, erects. So it is puts up, not puts up with. Graduate in contracting material, or contracting. Graduate in contracting material. Is it a hidden? Could it be main? Because a graduate could be an MA, could be a BA. In contracting material. Maybe contracting means going backwards. So is it, maybe it's alum. Hang on, it could well be alum. Is it backwards in material? Lair is the only... Is it alum? That's my current question. If it's that, I don't know why it's that. Right, yes, contracting means take an abbreviation for it, contract it, make it smaller. So your material is aluminium, and then contract it to get alum. That's fine. Also, you know when there's a term for this, you'll be able to tell me what it is. When a word loses all meaning, it's just letters in front of you. Alum has done it to me. Around 1, I shoot a lizard. Around 1, I shoot a lizard. Okay, yep, I've got this. I haven't entirely got the pars, but I've definitely got it. Go for 17. I know this. The definition is a lizard, and I'm just trying to get the pars. There we go. Iguana. So around 1, which I think is this A. Yeah, it's this A. This first A is that first 1. Because 1 is A. I've got a lollipop. I've got 1 lollipop. I is I. Shoot is gun. And then A is A. So it's I gun A with A in the middle. And that's your lizard. Don't shoot it, as has been pointed out in the chat. My mum is currently on holiday, and she was calling me earlier today. And halfway through she went, "Oh, I've got to go. Sorry, there is a beetle on my balcony and it's upside down and its legs are doing that and I have to go and rescue it." So it's good to know where your importance in the hierarchy of the universe, you know, talking to your son, is below beetle. Outside of park, sheep don't have soot. Outside of park, sheep don't have soot. Alum is also used as a styptic. In styptic pencils available for pharmacists. I forget what a styptic is. Is that like a styptic crossword? It's like a cryptic crossword, but not quite. Fair enough. Prevents bleeding. Outside of park, sheep don't have soot. Don't have soot feels like the definition. Outside of park, so it could be P for park, like on a gear stick. Sheep. Ewes. Rams. My voice has gone all croaky. Don't know that. I think I'm going to run away from it. I know Katus and Stephen have got it, but I've got to leave some work for the Downs. Vandals grabbing $1,000 slabs. Vandals grabbing $1,000 slabs. If there's anything undergoing a transformation in this crossword yet, we've yet to see it in terms of there's no extra letters or letters being removed or something like that. Don't know. Vandals. Now, $1,000 is, I'd say G, but it could be M or K, I guess. But I would prefer G. Slabs. Hunks. Oh, it is hunks, isn't it? Oh, I like a good hunk. Okay. Is that what you have? So your Vandals are talking historically. The Huns are also known as Vandals, or they were Vandals historically. Put K for 1,000 in there, and you get... and you get slabs. 19. Yes, I would, Waterfall. Yes, I would. Furtively move ship's front line. Furtively move ship's front line. Furtively move ship's front line. So my first thought, and don't put in exclamation marks or anything like that, because I think I need to talk this out here on this one. My first thought was sidle, because to furtively move is to sidle, or maybe creep. Ship's front would be S, but then line to idle. Don't quite know how that would work. I also thought it's slide, but you move the L front of line, but that doesn't appear to do anything. So I don't think it's that. It could be L inside, but I don't think it's that. But to furtively move is also to creep. I really don't think it is. Ship's front just feels like S to me. So what's your line? What's my line? It's my career. Waterfall immediately. I know you're doing it deliberately. First letter, please. Let's go for this then. Furtively move. Inch. P. Right, fine. Ship's front is S. Furtively move. Front line. Wow, I've not passed this at all then. Second letter, please. Ship's front is prow, and your line is L. There we go. Thank you very much. So I was sort of along the right lines, but also entirely wrong. Perfect. The ship's front is to prow, L for line, and that is to furtively move. Without taking nap, B for veggies. Without taking nap, B for veggies. Hang on. No. I want the last word to be beans. And oh, it's snap beans. What on earth are snap beans? But it's definitely snap beans, because without means is sans, you know, sans serif, without the little serify things. And it is literally taking, i.e. going outside, nap B. And another word for green beans or string beans, snap beans. Well, there you go. Not heard it called that before. Or wax beans, says Arch Davidson. Don't know whether he's having me on. Never believe anything that Arch Davidson says. Snap beans. But there you go. Suns around nap B. Thank you, Sean. Alchemic stuff. Greek character located in 1050. Alchemic stuff. Greek character located in 1050. So 1050 in Roman numerals will be MD. Nope, L. D is 500. ML. I always get those two mixed up. ML. And we need to put a Greek character of 3 letters in that, and we'll get some form of alchemic stuff. So that is going to be Eta, I guess, for metal, because that's the sort of thing you'd want, I guess, for in alchemy, because you're always trying to turn a base metal into gold. Usually lead, but not always. So I'm assuming Eta, but the Greek character of Eta into M and L for metal. End of movie grasped by only Italian director. End of movie grasped by only Italian director. I may need some movie knowledge here, which puts me in trouble. End of movie is E, grasped by only. Now, it could be only in Italian, but only. And then we should get an Italian director, and I don't know. Do I know any Italian directors? I probably do, and I just don't know it. First letter, please, then, for this one. Soul. Is there a Seol, like Seoli, S-E-O-L-E? L. Leone. There we go. I was so close. I had the right idea for a 4-letter word for only. So Sergio, not Sierra Leone. Did I just say Sierra Leone is the director? Sergio Leone. There we go. No, he's a director. 31. Here we go. Star comedian to a grandma eating peanut butter. Star comedian to a grandma eating peanut butter. I mean, yeah, who knows? I mean, most Italians are probably a step above the rest of the world in terms of cooking. They're probably bad cook, can't cook, you know. It's probably, you know, 4-star Michelin chef to the rest of the world. Star comedian to a grandma eating peanut butter. Okay. I think I'm going to come back to this one, because there's a few things that I could see it could be in terms of the way it works. Peanut butter could be an anagram of peanut, because butter to butter something to cream something could be an anagram indicator. Probably isn't. Is the definition going to be a star? As in a star in the sky? I feel like that's where it's going. But comedian to a grandma. Is it going to be wit and then to, then a, then grandma for nan? Don't know. Going to come back to it. Like a tough course in university, Donahue left. Like a tough course in university, Donahue left. Failed? Like a tough course in university, failed? Donahue left. In university, is it a hidden? Like a tough course. It could be, a skiing route, so it could be a colour. It could be chewy, as in a very tough course in food. But it could be a tough course in terms of academia. No. A few of you are getting 33. Am I going to go for this line? Nah, I'm going to come back to it. 34. The Spanish acquiring a part of Asia. The Spanish acquiring a part of Asia. Yes, happy with 34. I could do that one. The Spanish acquiring a, that's your wordplay, part of Asia, that's your definition. Helps if you know what the is in Spanish. Go for 34. Donahue means nothing to me, so I am lucky. It is Laos. Los is your Spanish meaning the. Put an A in there, you get Laos. So that can go in here. 35. Heard bird. Bird is the word. Speech that's simplified. Heard bird speech that's simplified. So is it going to sound like a bird because it's a heard bird? And then it means a speech that's simplified, sort of slang or Creole. Is there a Creole bird? There's an Oriole bird. First letter, please. Speech that's simplified. It's just finding the bird now. Pelican. Peewit. Simplified, but it's sort of true. Intriguing. Second letter, please. Pigeon. Oh, like pidgin English. Yes, I wouldn't. But it's heard, so it's Pidgin, isn't it? It's going to be like that. Yeah, I don't actually know how you describe a pidgin language. It's its own thing. It's a subset. It's a. Anyway, pigeon sounds like pigeon, the bird. And speech that's simplified. Yeah, I can't. Something doesn't quite sit right, but I also can't say that it's wrong. Now, I need some specific Donahue knowledge for this one, apparently. So please tell me, who is this Donahue? Because I may need to know who this Donahue is. Phil Donahue. So, like a tough course, so uphill then, I assume. Okay, in U for university, Phil Donahue, L for left. There you go. So a tough course, so like a walking course, that sort of thing, that would be uphill. Dope's joke. Dope's joke. Crack, I assume. No, that was a good crack. That was a good joke. And dope as in a nickname for crack, I think. That dude keeps playing bop in part of a joint. That dude keeps playing bop in part of a joint. play. So I need maybe a 4-letter word for dude or something like that. Keeps playing bop. So anagram of bop in the middle of this, and then we get part of a joint. Gonna come back to that one. Wisconsin. Oh no, US knowledge needed here. Wisconsin town treated Shane okay. Right. Shane okay is an anagram, and I need to know where in Wisconsin it is. Is there a Shokane, which is like Spokane? Hanseok. Enokosh. Not good. Not good. Katus, first letter, please. Let's narrow it down. K. Wow. Is it? Keshano. I have absolutely no idea what this is going to be. Kensao. Next letter, please. Koshane. Koshane. No. Ke. Flipping heck. Kenosha. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Haven't heard of it. But that's fine. I don't need to have heard of it. 39 across. We don't know what that is. That is the perpetrator of these magical changes. Okay. Pretty good for the acrosses. X-Men are or were associated with a Genosha. That doesn't mean anything to me either. One down, oppressive air, almost all of a bark piece. Oppressive air, almost all of a bark piece. Ooh. Was bark a pianist? So it'd be like an etude or something like that. Air could be aura. Almost all. Okay. Of a bark piece is going to be the answer. Of course, there's shenanigans going on. Don't know what those shenanigans are, but it could end AL. So, oppressive or oppressive air. No, oppressive must be the definition. And so we've got air, which could be run. So is it runal? Why would Bark have written in runes? He wouldn't. Whoops. But it feels like the answer's runal. Isn't that what you have? It is not runal. Boo! It's also not a word in Chambers, that. That's a shame. Because if you air something, you do run it. It is not. It is not. First letter, please, then. If you... Fugal? Oh, a fug? Fugal. Which is in Chambers as of a fugue. Like, oh, an oppressive air is a fug. Like my head is in a fug. And almost all of all is AL, and you get fugal of the bark piece. Okay, fine. Cracking nuts, Uma falls. Cracking nuts, Uma falls. Feels like anagram of nuts and Uma. Well, don't know why there's a B there, if that's the case, or in. I was going to say, or indeed an N, but no, there is an N in there. So maybe something is going to go up there in terms of a shenanigan, but nuts, Uma, and cracking that falls. Oh, right, that. Okay, very appropriate given the time of year. Go for two. Go for two. It's fall as in the time of year. Autumns, and that's an anagram of nuts. Uma being cracked. So Autumns. So something has happened there. We've got a clash here. I guess I should. I'll put them in lowercase because we don't quite know. And I've put the across letter first there. I'll try to do that. But anyway, autumns. Wild party excitement after college. Wild party excitement after college. Of course, I now know that there may be clashes. Wild party, raver, rager. Excitement after college. Nope, gonna come back to that one. Bourgeoisie clearly embraces century in France. Bourgeoisie clearly embraces century in France. I think I've got this. And if it's right, I'm very proud of myself. Go for 4. I'm going to go for siècle. It's a hidden. It's my favourite. Bing! I didn't know that means century in French. I don't know the word for century in French, but it's hidden there, and it looks like a French word. And I have heard of the phrase fin de siècle, which must mean something like that. Which now the chat's talking about. It must be right. There we go. All right. I love a good hidden newspaper piece or bit after the first. Newspaper piece or bit after the first. I want it to be article. Yes, particle. Particle is a bit after the first letter is articles. Particle becomes article. That's fine. Turn of the century is fin de siècle. Oh, it's like end of the century. Yeah, of course. Fin at the end of a movie. Finish. Okay. Actress in Cool Blaze. Actress in Cool Blaze. Yes, happy with that. Suspicious. What is going on? There's a clash in this square. Go for 7. If you're cool, unlike myself, of course, you are hep, and a blaze, burn. So it's a hep burn. That is your actress, and we've got a clash here again. H-E-P, and this way it would be like that. The U would actually come first, but oh no. No, we're not forgetting anything. No, because I wanted to show off my sprite of shame, which you must not spoonerize. Well, there we go. Guess who forgot 7 down? Yes, it was me, but well worth it, I think. Hairstyle divided by... what clue was that? If this is 7 up, then that was 7 down. But I forgot all about that. Hairstyle divided by a hat from the top. You did, Sean. You did. Hairstyle. Is that going to be afro, maybe? Divided by a hat from the top. Oh, da capo. Da capo means from the top in music, doesn't it? So a hairstyle, a dow, it doesn't feel, divided by a hat. Oh no, a hairstyle is do. There you go. Hairstyle is do divided by a hat, which is a cap, and you get to capo, meaning from the top in music. There we go. Doing quite well at running topless. Doing quite well at running topless. I've got 9 here. That doesn't work, does it? That does not work. Let's find the grid. That grid is all kinds of wrong. That grid is all kinds of wrong. Let me just... oh dear. That's not there. That's not there. I decided when doing the downs just to completely ignore the actual lines in the grid. There is one here. There you go. It's all that was wrong. That was wrong, but Blumenach, that looked wrong. Mostly because of the wrongness. Okay, doing quite well at running topless. Icing, acing, racing. Topless becomes acing. So if you're doing quite well, you're acing, and that's racing without its first letter. There we go. 10. Chess playing computers bleep due to Spooner. Okay, it is time for a Spoonerism now. So this was in 2003, this puzzle. And the match I know this for, this was an IBM computer, I think, was from 1997 against Kasparov. Think. Oh, and it's literally bleep due to Spooner. They didn't even try to hide the clue. Okay, go for 10. It is literally Spoonerized bleep due, and you get deep. Blue. There was a deeper blue as well, was there? Well, is that by steps, I assume? Deep blue. That is the computer that was noted for playing chess. Penning Latin. Make part of a sentence. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Penning Latin, make part of a sentence. I'm happy with that. Go for 13 if you've got it in the chatteroo. Latin can be L as an abbreviation, and make, yeah, just make can be a cause. I can't get a one-to-one sentence in my head where you swap cause and make. Make a scene, cause a scene. I guess that sort of works. You can make a scene, you can cause a scene, so that works. So make becomes cause, put an L in it, you get clause, and that is part of a sentence. No, that was Watson. That was Watson. And of course, future Dan and future YouTubers watching this in a couple of years' time will go, what was Watson? Dunno. You're just going to have to read the non-existent chat that doesn't exist. Whack pig down with piece of siding. 15. Where are we? Oh, too many letters. And surely that's going to do a thing. That feels like that's going to do a thing. Whack pig down with piece of siding. Okay. What is a club board? Because that's what I've got. If you whack something, you club it. Pig is a bore, and down can be D. Club board, a piece of siding? It's not. It's not. Oh. Pig is bore, down is D. That feels pretty good to me. Nice rhyme. So to whack, to hit you a piece of siding. What's a siding? Is that the side of a road or something? Use both hands. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know why I also went semi-Italian. Use both hands. What? First letter, please. Says uses for a hit. Cupboard? Cupboard? No, it's only 8 letters. Clapboard. Oh, if you whack, you clap. Okay. Okay. I fully regret the fact that the chat is not working on my stream because that's just going to be so bizarre. Clapboard. Thank you for the hints there in the chat. If you whack, you clap. Okay, fine. I prefer club board, but it's not right. B in swarm following drone in abnormal curve. 19. Hummock. B in swarm. So that's hump back then for the abnormal curve, which is a hump back, and that does that. So we're getting a few types. So they're all UB except for that. I don't quite know what that's about yet. I may as well highlight these yellow so that I know when we get to 10. So what does that work? B in swarm following drone. So a drone is a hum. B is the letter B, and a swarm is a pack. Like a swarm of animals, a pack of animals. And you get a humpback for an abnormal curve. Magnificent tail, a pad braided. Feels like an anagram of tail lapel. I know the anagram. Go for the anagram when you get there. When I can find it. Here it goes here. No clashes here that I can see yet. Go for 20. Anagram of tail, a pal. Palatial. Like a palat, absolutely. Palatial. So it's magnificent, grand, palatial. Extract victory without delay. This goes with 21. Yeah, okay. Extract victory without delay. Happy with that as well. Palace-ish. Yeah. Go for 21. If you extract something, particularly in, I guess, like grain, you'd use this word. Victory is a win. Absolutely. And then, without delay, now. Winnow. And of course, if you do it almost 100 times, you get Windows 95. Bacon is processed for Oreo manufacture. Oh, I know this. This comes up in crosswords quite a bit. Nabisco, I think. Yes, good. All the letters are there, so that looks right. Doctor has boil to get rid of. Doctor has boil to get rid of. Oh, that's lovely, but I have the answer to 24 down. Bacon and chocolate go quite well together. I think I've had it. If I have, it's been a long time ago, but I now want to try it again. But apparently bacon and chocolate go well together, as does chili and chocolate. Sort of the sweet and savoury apparently mix quite well. Go for 24. Go for 24. So doctor is not a noun, it's a verb. Doctor has boil. Anagram of has boil. It means to get rid of. Abolish. And I would imagine, yeah, there you go. We've got another clash there. You've had chocolate covered bacon, it was fine, but I'd have liked each individually better. A fair comment. Then, a politician's first fight for platform. Then, a politician's first fight for platform. 25. Then it's going to be so. Then, so. A politician's first fight for platform. Soapbox. Soapbox. Because a fight is a box. That's what I've got in my head. We're going to be getting another clash here. So, soapbox. Now, why is it that? So is then A is A. Politician must just be P. Politician must be abbreviated to P in this instance. And no, politicians first. There you go. Yeah, thank you. And then fight is a box for a platform. Lunatic ran the Middle Eastern hub. Lunatic ran the Middle Eastern hub. That is 27. Well, it's got to be Tyrann. Oh, it's an anagram. Lunatic is just saying that this is mixed up. So it's an anagram of ran the, and it becomes Tyrann. Stir about 1 parakeet. That feels like a great recipe step. Stir about 1 parakeet into the mixture, allowing time for the feathers to blend into the soup and get thoroughly coated. Ignore the squawking. Stir about 1 parakeet. Well, oh no, 28. That's not helping. There's only a G in it. So we need a 5-letter term for stir. Stir, mix, combine, that sort of thing. Put that about I for 1. I'm going to get a parakeet, which I just thought was a parrot, or a budgie. Now, stir can also be prison. Is it budgie? Is it budgie? I've got a horrible feeling stir is talking about the UK prison. Oh dear. Prison slang is another one of those things that I absolutely hate for some reason in cryptic crosswords. It's just so annoying. Nobody uses it in real life. So stir means budge. Oh, and I guess it actually it's not prison, is it? It's just he stirred in bed. He budged a little bit. And then, oh, I don't know. Then I for 1 and then parakeet. Anyway, extra bowling mark. Spare. It's just a spare. If something's extra, it's spare, and it's a mark in bowling. And then flower sampler with lid removed. Yep, happy with 32. Go for 32. Flower sampler with lid removed. It is a flower that is going to be coming into its own in the Northern Hemisphere in the next few weeks. I guess it is an autumn bloomer. It is an aster, yes. Taster is your sampler. And take off the first letter, the lid's removed, and we get the flower of aster. Taster becomes aster. Okay, doing well. Back to the top. Mrs. Trollope discards English money that's out of use. We also know that this process is magical and is abetted reputedly by 39 across. So that is an elixir. I don't know why that's useful. Don't tell me why. It will probably. I'll probably work it out. Mrs. Trollope, is there a famous Trollope? Discards English to the E out money that's out of use. Franks. Francis, is there a Francis Trollope? There's got to be a Francis Trollope. I dare not Google for it. There is. Okay. Take out the E from Francis, becomes Franks, and that's money that's out of use. No. Everybody, boo in Archdavidson's general direction. I'm not having that cheating. Now, luckily for you, Arch, the chat is not above my head either, so we can't prove it. But anyway, thank you, man. Thank you. General booing in your direction there, Arch. Reportedly sacked. Spot in capital city. It's got to be Baghdad. Now, why? Sacked. Bagged is sacked, as in put in a bag. And a spot is an ad. So it's bagged and then ad. Terrible pun. I like it. Outside of park, sheep don't have soot. 18 across. Ooh. Outside of park, sheep don't have soot. I think I want to put. I think something's going on, but my sheep are lamb or lambs. That needs to go outside of park. And don't have, which is lack. Is it lamb? Is it just lamb's lack, actually? Is it that? Nah. Lamb plaque. Outside of park. Sheep don't have. Lamb plaque. Is that a thing? outside of park. PK for the outsides of park. Then you have park outside of. I have outside of park. I have sheep don't have. I have sheep don't have, and that's all outside of park. Put your park in your sheep. Lamp black. Oh wow. Okay. So it's outside of park, sheep, and then that's the end of that bit of the wordplay. So P in the sheep, lamb, P in the sheep, as it were, and then lack, don't have, and then soot must be lamp black. And that handily puts that there so that I can probably put a U for the down when we get there. Excuse me, sorry. Star comedian to a grandma eating peanut butter 31. Well, for a start, one of the A's is probably going to have be replaced by a P. To a grandma. So it's top banana. Top. Oh, it's got two. The top banana. They're all hiding here, it turns out. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 to go. So the star is top banana. Comedian to a grandma. So PB is in PB and J is peanut butter, and that's going in to a nan. To a nan. But then there's A still. To a nan. Oh, no, to a nana, isn't it? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, to a nana. And is comedian. Is comedian also like a top banana? So star comedian is also top banana. Because I'd have just said a star would have been top banana, but I guess top banana is a star comedian. A specific comedian, and is it? Because I've not heard of them. But if so, fair enough. 37. That dude keeps playing bop in a part of a joint. Now, is it just going to be he with bop in? Yes, that's what it is. Go for 37. Go for Arch. Go for Meredith, who are telling me they've still got 37. It is. It'll be in the song. The hip bone's connected to the something bone, but I don't know what that other bone is, so that does not help. So he is that dude, keeps playing bop in. So playing bop in, and I'm going to bop in and put that in the he. You get the hip bone. And that goes there. I still, quite excitingly, haven't worked out what the heck is going on with these clashes. I know where the other clash is going to be. It's going to be here, isn't it? Is that everything apart from... No, we haven't done 3. Oh, that is that one. Wild party. Excitement after college. So arousal is your excitement. And it's after C for college. So it's carousal. Spelt it wrong. Arousal after C for college. And that's your 10th square. Is that all the clues? That is all the clues. Right. 10 answers undergo a transformation when they enter the diagram. The process is magical and abetted reputedly by Elixir. So we've got a pub. BU, which looks like PN upside down, but it's only because I've written it in lowercase. They don't make words that would be there if you took out those squares. Lamp lack, clapboard, but without an A. Budgie. So we've got upbraid, autumns, humpback, uphill. Oh, so are they all ups? No, clapboard, top banana, budgie, hip bone, hip palatial, iguana, hip bone and hepburn are very close to each other. Deep blue. Hey, catnip. Okay, a very subtle hint. Get me on a... Let's go with a very subtle hint to start off with. So nothing too obvious here. Why? Look at 31. Okay, top banana. Yeah, there are two there. Two anana. With a pub in it. Elixir. Elixir is like a magical potion. Can you swap them around? So upbraid would become uparaid. No, lamp black would become lampulac. I don't get this. What was the name? Word magic is the name of this. So abracadabra, open sesame. Look at 26 across. Metal. Okay, so is it going to be something to do with alchemy? Which is the changing of base metal into gold. But that's AU. Oh, PB becomes AU. Okay, so if PB becomes AU, we got a P and a B would become an A and a U. So you got P goes to A and a B goes to U. So we're trying to turn that into... I don't think the elixir revealer was great there. Sorry, Hex. 2003 Hex, disappointed by you there a little bit. But nice when I've worked out what's going on, that lead is being transformed into gold across this crossword, undergoing a magical transformation, because of course it's not real. It can't work. And there we go. That is word magic by Hex. Exactly, man. I don't know what they tried to do, how they tried to transform it in alchemy, whether they used elixirs or not. I mean, they probably did. Obviously, it didn't work. But to me, an elixir didn't quite evoke enough. Still an excellent crossword. Still enjoyed it. Just disappointed by the ending. There are 10 entries with PB in. Are they? Oh, so they're... But we don't... Yeah, they'll have P... They'll have an additional... That's interesting. Yeah. I also feel that wasn't very well signalled. Maybe it's just me being an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's the other one? There. And there's one more somewhere. Snap beans across. Yeah. Yeah. Left a little cold. But never mind. Never mind. Still, the fun we had along the way.